Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Chris Brown. This is Dave. And we're back for more A-Star anime. And I'm pretty sure I made it awkward for Dave. No?
A little painful. Not awkward.
Oh, yeah, alright.
A-Star anime, and that kid over there,
Yes.
he made it awkward.
So, ladies and gentlemen, today we actually get a new series that started up.
Wait,
here.
we're doing new stuff?
Yes. I decided that we kind of dive into some anime that started up here in the year of 2018. So, this is entitled Karokai Josen no Takagi-San, which translates in English to Teaser Master Takagi-San. Takagi is the lady in the photo. Now both of these students are in middle school, just doing regular everything, going to school, doing whatever. But the boy next to her is Nishitaki, and she just loves teasing him.
And he's a bag of hammers, so
Pretty much.
pretty successful at it.
The funny part about it is, even with the 3 episodes that we watched, first 3 episodes, and that's what's out right now as we're recording this, it's obvious that she, I guess you could say, harbors feelings for him. She teases him, she likes him.
She likes the boy.
He's so dumb as the bricks, he has not realized that.
But he likes the girl.
Yes. Which is kind of funny, because the entire time he's trying and scheming, because one of these days he's going to get her back. He's
Gotta get revenge.
I gotta get revenge. You know, I'm getting all this teasing. I got it.
Justice.
However, she is pretty quick-witted. She is much better at keeping secrets than he is.
And she's stone-faced.
100% stone-faced. So, in this entire series, there's actually quite a few extra characters. So far in the series, we've gotten our couple that we got right now. And then a trio of ladies who all have highly different personalities from one another, yet they're the best of friends for some reason.
They're probably so weird no one else wants to be friends with them, so they're friends together.
Yeah. It's funny because you got one who's got messed up hair, but like the loud mouth, yeah, school, haha.
Today's a great day!
Yeah! And then you got your more docile kind of bookish girl. And then you got your kind of like,
dark, kind of almost goth-like.
Very, almost, not quite there.
Well, maybe serious / morbid style. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's very deadpan. You're like, why are you so happy this morning? Don't you realize that it will give you indigestion or some stuff like that?
Yeah, it's something weird. And that's just how they are. But apparently they're the best of friends. They do some wacky stuff in this series. Now, this anime series is done a little differently.
Oh.
Because in the manga, the chapters are relatively short. Because they go through him being...
Oh, yeah, because there are like 3 little vignettes.
Yeah, the manga is have like short chapters, so they go by really quick. You can do multiple chapters in an episode with these, and so that's what they've done here. So, literally, episode to episode, like the first episode, we got like 3 different storylines, 3 different stories in one episode. Now, it's not necessarily that there's anything like correlation other than it's just a day-to-day living. It's just this day this is what happened. All right, this day this will happen.
In a slice of life anime, there are a lot of little slices here.
Yeah. And so first episode we got like 3 different stories. Second episode we got 4 stories. And then this last episode they gave us kind of like a plethora of little small stories that kind of meshed together very well. From going from a freaking from the 3 girls trying to figure out, I don't like coffee. I gotta have my juice.
Or I'm drinking a soda and it's spicy. I think they went with the wrong word. I don't think it was supposed to be spicy. I think it was supposed to be like intense. Like it was very... Sometimes when you drink carbonated beverages, it's very strong and... can sting a little.
Well, considering that I think episode 3 had just came out in Japan, so I think they're doing their quick, fast translations of what they got. So, it's like, oh, if they want to get it in and on your screen within the hour, it's, alright, let's translate it to the best we can. Go,
right,
so
I get you now. I forgot that Crunchyroll tries to do that. We were watching this on Crunchyroll.
Yes. But beyond that, it goes from that to our couple on the screen there coming in and... Oh, there's cans everywhere, and he's got a drink, and he messes up because she confuses him with the idea of an indirect kiss, and he's like, well, screw that, I'm just gonna throw away the can, makes a basket, and once again, our quick-witted girl, Takagi-San, is like, oh, let me try. I failed, I can't throw. It's like, you wanna have a competition? Of course, there's the dumbest bricks, Nishitake. Yeah, I can finally win.
I'm telling you, don't let this kid go into a Chicago pool hall.
Man, I was like, it kills me because he should already know from from episode 1 that you can't win. Sometimes it's just better to admit defeat.
I think my favorite character so far is the teacher.
Oh, you're talking about the hard as nails teacher?
Right, he keeps throwing stuff at Nishitake.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a bag of hammers, and not in a fun way. It's not like, oh, he's trying. No, he keeps walking into the wall, walking into the wall, walking into the wall, walking into the wall.
And I'm wondering, why he can't figure out this girl.
The anime's kind of cutie. It's kind of funny. It's very simple. I think in small doses, the way it was written. I think that's the way I would digest this. 1 episode at a time would be nice.
Yeah,
3 in a row was just a little too much for me.
3 in a row probably would have been a bit rough because watching week to week is not too bad.
Right. I mean, I'm sure it's kind of funny, and you're like, I wonder what these dorks are up to today.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it.
All right.
So, I mean...
And the wild-haired girl who can't decide if she drinks coffee, orange juice, soda, or what. She makes me laugh. I like her.
Granted, there's one more group, an actual couple in the series.
I haven't really quite seen them yet, have
we haven't seen them. We've seen them in the opening credits.
Right.
And I can't wait till we meet them in the series because you can kind of see the contrast between our main couple and them.
It's almost like Urabe again.
Yes.
Only with different weirdness. These two like to tease each other instead of sharing drool.
Well, I think this is a little more realistic.
Well, yeah. The other one had kind of a halfway supernatural thing to it.
Yeah. Where this one's more of just a bunch of kids just living life.
In the 7th grade, yeah.
Yeah.
So is there anything in the 3 episodes that you saw that kind of cracked you up?
The part that cracked me up is the fact that I personally like the fact that he really thinks he can do something.
Like he has got a shot.
Yeah, like he actually has a shot every single time, and he never does.
Take it from someone who's been married twice. You don't.
And I said,
you're the guy. Unless you're an ass, you are going to
lose. And
do it gracefully.
Because you remember episode 1 where he's trying to make the Jack in the Box?
Yeah, he did the little folding joke. Paper to make a spring.
And he looked like he's about ready to do it, but of course she's paying attention to what he's doing.
But he's sitting there kind of, soon vengeance will be mine.
But see, that's why she is capable of...
Because he telescopes it by a mile.
Yeah, by a mile away, so she kind of goes,
not telescope, but whatever.
Yeah, telegraph.
Yeah, there you go, thank you.
And to the point where she kind of goes, oh, I see what he's doing. Well, I'm going to do it probably going to do it better and first.
I think the kid probably goes home and does 12 minutes worth of homework, and then she spends 3 hours devising plans to ruin this other dude's day.
It's funny.
Because she takes a lot of enjoyment from his idiotic faces that he makes.
She does.
Not so much from him getting in trouble. So that's why I think there's a little bit of... I think that's why we can watch her and kind of be redeeming quality. Like, she likes him and his responses. Not the not the trouble he gets into.
Which is kind of funny because there are points in times where I say there's a romantic side to this to a degree. And the reason being I say that is because there's a couple episodes where they do like these little tropes of like, or these little like secret stuff where, hey, writing your name on the erasers.
Never heard of that, but yeah,
It's something in Japanese culture they had. And
the umbrella,
thing.
That one I've seen.
And it's
the
just
indirect kiss. I knew the moment he opened up the can what was fixing to happen.
And all these different things like pop up where she's so stone cold about it, and not so nonchalant about it that he's like, how is she able to do this? I said,
rabbit in a trap.
Yeah, and I'm thinking to myself like, haha, you gonna drink after me? It'd be an indirect kiss. She just kind of looks at him like,
meh.
Here's your drink back.
Thanks. Indirect kiss.
Oh god! I was like, oh my god,
what a dork.
I was like, such a dork. But my favorite part was the eraser, actually, because for the first episode.
Yeah, because she's like, the 50-50 shot.
So once it's funny because the whole idea is
go ahead and tell the joke.
The joke.
Yeah, what's going on about the eraser? What's supposed to be?
The idea behind it is one is able to express one's love or has a crush on someone based on the name of the person on the eraser.
So they write it and they put it back in this little eraser sleeve.
And so at one point she teases him by picking up his eraser thinking there's something written on it. And obviously there's nothing written on it. And
she's selling it.
Selling it the entire time. But at one point she says she has something written on hers and then proceeds to tell the teacher, I need to go to use the restroom. So she leaves the classroom. So he takes the opportunity to go, wait, whose name is written on it? So he goes and picks it up. Now he's hesitant. He's not sure. So he slowly raises it, and he sees a character and it's not even close to his name. It's just like, crap, it's not mine. But
which crushes him.
It crushes him for a second, and he's like, well, now I gotta know who it is. I gotta know. So he rips it up. It's not a name. It's a direction. It's to tell him to look near the hallway. So he kind of was like, what? Turns to the hallway, and she's there laughing at him.
Like, gotcha.
Ha-ha! Which is funny, because when she finally gets the eraser back, it's revealed that on the other side, well, it was a 50-50 shot that you would have actually seen your name.
My favorite part was where he was sitting there. He had hurt his hand, so he couldn't get in the pool.
Yeah.
And he's trying to figure things out. And he's listening to the advice of kids from school in his memory, like the king of early lunch.
Yeah.
And the king of health class. What? That was so goofy to me. I'm hoping that's a running gag that keeps popping up.
It kind of is, because those two are supposed to be his, like, best friends.
Oh, no, not just those two guys. I hope there's other people. It's like,
yeah.
I'm going to go on a date. I need to get new shoes. Luckily, I know the king of running shoes.
It's pretty funny. But
oh, no, her bike's broken. Luckily, I know the king of auto shop.
So dumb.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just this wackiness, and I kind of like it. I'm pretty sure this is going to be like a 12, 13 episode series with relative ease.
It's going to be like the reverse of a 12-step program. By the end of this, I may be drinking. And I usually like slice of life things, but this one's it's a little silly. It's not designed for 40-year-olds.
It's not, no, by no stretch. But I do get a kick out of the small antics and stuff like that because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And now I know this is no, I'll say spoilers for later. So to be honest, we're just gonna go straight into what we think of the show bit by bit. So visually,
simple.
It's very simple. A little bit of the artwork I'm not too thrilled with. I think the big head thing is kind of.
Oh my god, they've got foreheads. You can't really tell in the picture. But their foreheads sometimes when they're drawn is so huge, it's like 1/3 of their skull.
And it's just I mean, it is what it is. But I say it's just simple because the series is meant to be kind of simple.
Well, I guess they maybe done it to kind of play up the whole kids have big heads compared to their bodies.
Yeah.
And you know, your head doesn't grow that much from the time you're 12 to the time you're 25.
That's fair. And yeah, I mean,
yeah, but it is weird.
It is. Now, granted, they do a lot of the dramatics. You know, when it's him trying to figure stuff out, and they
the line motif thing where people are stressed. I don't know. Did they do the giant teardrop thing?
Not in this one.
You know what I mean? But they're doing things similar
to that. And I just think it's kind of funny the way they just really over dramatize everything, especially with him.
Audio's also pretty generic. It's run of the mill. I mean, this little cartoon series isn't a masterpiece of art and crafts, but I think the next two parts of where it's kind of going to catch up a bit.
It is. Now we hit the story, and we always talk about, it's kind of this piece, you're piecing together their lives, like this happened, this is just a story that happened here, this is a story that happened there. But you can see everything kind of running full circle.
Right. There is a very slow arc building.
Yes.
And you can watch it unfold. It's something similar like, we're going on a battle and we must defeat the evil dragon, where eventually the dwarves and Bilbo are going to get there.
Yeah.
This is more like, hey, this is their life and it's developing.
Yes.
So that is the most interesting part to me for the story.
And that's where you're going to have that. Now we get into our more enjoyment side to it. Knowing you,
it's a mixed bag of nuts for me. He is painful for me to watch. I don't find him funny because he keeps hammering into the wall. She's clever and an interesting character. The side characters are pretty funny to me. So there's a lot going on, and it's worth watching.
It is what it is. And I do like the fact that they don't just focus on them. They got the other classmates, and I think that's really good.
If we were going to give it some scoring, which we normally don't do when we start off stuff, I would give it a 4 with a 5th star waiting around the corner.
I'd say that'd be good, around middle of the pack by 5 stars. I'm sure it's realistically
going to get better.
Up, but until more episodes come out, because we're only episode 3 currently in this series. Episode 3 had just dropped not that long ago.
Boom!
So
with the hot freshness.
If you guys are wondering about how the series is going to go and whatnot, there is a manga for this one. It's got several chapters, several different stories that will be featured in anime, or you can just wait until the anime comes through and you'll get the same stories. I do know that there is a later series that nobody's picked up, no scantilators and all that kind of stuff for the next series that comes after this one. And the one that comes after this one supposedly is them much older, pretty much going through the same thing.
Maybe as adults.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I might find that side of the humor more.
And I'm pretty sure she wouldn't stop teasing himself life.
Right.
So, but there's that. So, folks, I really do recommend that you really give this a shot. It's not bad.
And if you want to make us watch more of it, leave us some comments, and we'll be happy to come back to this mid-season or even in the later season when we can binge a lot more of them and come back and give you some feedback. I'd be interested in hearing your feedback in the comments below as well.
Indeed.
Let us know what you think. Build a conversation and a repertoire with us.
Indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of new stuff coming in 2018 that we are hoping to get to at some point.
And if you like that style of what we're doing now, give us some suggestions, and we'll continue doing this if you're liking it.
To be honest, I kind of like the idea of, hey, it's a new series, let's give it a shot. Let's take a look at it. Now, granted, I'm sure a lot of you guys who are following anime quite well know that 2018 is going to be a huge year of sequels.
Sequels plus anime? Are they finally catching on?
Well, to be honest, we're finally this year is supposed to give us Overlord Season 2, if you're into that.
I'm interested.
My Hero Academia Season 3 will be out some point this year.
I haven't even watched Season 2.
Yeah, I know, we need to get on that. Another Sora Online season, if you're into that series.
It's a mixed bag.
It is. Now, and that's just a handful of what we got going on.
That's just the big names.
Oh, no, another big one is One Punch Man that has been confirmed for this year.
Never watched any of it.
You need to. I have it on DVD. We need to sit down and watch it. It's so funny. I don't know
if I really want to watch Charles Xavier punch people.
Here's the thing about One Punch Man, real quick, before we go.
Because he's bald.
Before we go off there.
I was making a bald joke.
Yeah, I know.
He didn't have any hair.
Haha. He literally is ironically strong to the point where it works very well when our main character is too strong to the point where he doesn't even care that he's that strong.
Right.
Like, he's just like, I am one.
Well, isn't the joke that he has to be around his opponent enough to kind of, is it almost like sync up to them to be able to punch the one punch that's going to knock them out? Or is he so strong that he just...
He's so strong, he's just that good.
Oh, so he can do it to a building, too.
Yeah, he can do it to a building.
Okay.
He can do
Then
it.
I misunderstood his abilities.
Yeah, the point is, he's so strong that nobody can take him. So he does his work, he does his hero work as a fun hobby, not as actual work.
I can tell by the costume.
Yeah, so the idea behind it is he's kind of like, maybe I'll find a strong opponent this time. No? Oh well. All right, moving on. There's a sale going on at the supermarket. Got to get to that.
That's funny.
And that's literally how this show is. And that's why I think it's so funny. It's the fact that he's so strong, ironically, that it's like, it's more comical than it is like, oh, boring. He's going to crush the guy. It's like, well, of course he is, but the way he does it's just like, it's so nonchalant, it's hilarious. I mean, that's the idea of it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, that's our review of the show. Hopefully you liked it. I'm Chris.
I'm Dave.
Yep. We'll see you next time.